All right, let's see what's happening. Okay, here is the Five of Cups. Fives can be very challenging. And this looks like you were kind of disappointed. It is around cups, so it has to do with feelings. It may be a partner that has disappointed you in the past. It does look like you were very frustrated, but you do have other opportunities right behind you. So don't be in the dark space for too long, Scorpio. The world needs you. But it does look like you were extremely disappointed or saddened by a situation that didn't turn out the way that you had expected it. This can be a relationship. It can be a love relationship. This can be an intimate. This can be your children. But it does look like someone that was in your heart really disappointed you. There might have been deception or lies around it. But it does feel like it didn't turn out. So there is some sadness around that. And the Five means you're right in the middle of it. You're right in the middle of processing it. So it's probably something that happened a little bit in the past, but you're still kind of reeling from it, Scorpio. It crosses you with the Queen of Wands. And if this is a person, it will be a fire sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Queens, they're pretty noble folks. This can stand for a person that is mature, someone over 30, or emotionally very mature. The wands usually dictate some kind of social prominence. This can be a position of authority. This is usually someone who's warm and honorable, and someone that is a healer. So it does feel like whatever this disappointment was, it may have involved someone else. Maybe getting in your business, because it does crosses you here. But for the most part, it is someone that is pretty socially prominent and pretty aware of what's going on. But it does feel like there was some kind of betrayal or a secret held of some kind. So it does feel like the dark is coming into the light. Justice card is right here. So this may have been a fight with a friend. Justice usually means there's an apology or something is due to you, or something will even out. But it can also mean the legal system. So many of you may be getting separated or divorced and have to deal with some legal issues. But justice usually means things come out well. Sometimes it does show up to remind you to, pay your taxes, pay your tickets. So if there's any outstanding things that could bring you to a legal end, please handle those quickly, Scorpio, because that is right at the top. But it does feel like an equalization more than anything. It feels like an equalization or an apology coming to you from someone who actually wronged you. It does feel like someone wronged you. What is in the past here is the Four, and this looks like also you were disappointed. This is another disappointment card that you maybe expected something one way, but it's going the other way. Of course, when everything happens for a reason. So if you were with the wrong person, living in the wrong house, not at a job that was paying you enough, Spirit will kind of come in. And especially now that Pluto is hanging out, and Saturn and Jupiter. So, if you're in the wrong job and you know that you're not supposed to be there, you might have lost your job, something like that. But the good news is that you will be put on the right track. And there's something just waiting right there in the wings for you. And for those of you who have released a relationship, this can be a new relationship coming in, could be a job, could be a new home, whatever was changed suddenly. It does look like you have other opportunities that are just waiting for you to turn your head and pay attention to. The present time position is the 8. This is the 8 of Cups. As I say, you have a lot of cups here, so you're having a lot of feelings going on, which doesn't surprise me, Scorpio. We're all made up of all those feelings, the Scorpios. I am a Scorpio as well. So it does feel like you've had to walk away from a situation that you gave it all the chances that you could, whether it's a job, family member that wasn't pulling their weight, a partner who wasn't really being reciprocal. But it does look like you have had to walk away from a situation and walk into the unknown. It's a little scary, a little frustrating, and I do see some anger propelling you to make this change, but it looks like it was a long time in the making anyway, that it was something that needed to be done. So it does feel like you're kind of stepping into a new space of the unknown. It is a little frustrating and a little scary, but it does feel like ultimately it will be the better course for you. It will be the better road. So even though it was really hard to walk away, you did give it every chance that you could. So now it's time to move into your future. The Magic Man is here. The Magician is right in the future position. So this is really getting in touch with the spirit of your heart, maybe actually practicing meditation, not just talking about it, yoga, self-help books, wandering into church, getting a spiritual reading. But it does look like you are embracing yourself as a spiritual being, that it is not just the surface. And you know, Scorpios, you guys go very deep. So it does look like you have been doing some deep, deep work. And the Magician is here to remind you that there is a payoff. You will reap the rewards of all the positive things that that you have really, really tried to bring into the light. You have really done some hard work, and now it's time to get a little bit of the payoff. So you may see it a little at a time, but it does feel like things are calming down for you in the near future, and that you are getting firmly on your path. You're no longer healing others first and forgetting your needs, your wants, your desires. So you are making yourself important in your own world, and it does feel like you're gifting others your healing gifts. So you may be embracing, learning a little bit more about what that means, spirit in the body. So you may be picking up some tarot cards yourself and trying to figure it out, or doing some meditation. But it does look like you're going to incorporate and take care of your spirit on a daily basis, that it's not just a concept anymore. And for those of you who walk in the atheist world, this means just giving to yourself, finding new stress releases, and making that as important as your job and other people's problems. So make you a significant part of your daily joys. So that is the Magician. The King of Cups is here. This may stand for you. This is a water sign. It can be a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. Kings, for the most part, are pretty exalted beings. If this is a person, this is a cup. So that is someone who is kind, intuitive, trustworthy, may have the skill of, energy work. But this does feel like, it does feel like a person, actually. This feels like someone that is very aware of spirit, has some answers for you, that deals with you with a great integrity. And if it is you, this can also mean good fortune. This can also mean good fortune. The King of Cups, his cup runneth over type of thing. So it does feel like things are moving up, Scorpio. So don't give up before the miracle happens. And this also kind of indicates new beginnings. This is the Six. This is the Six of Wands. This is being appreciated. You may be getting a raise at work. You may be getting a promotion, or just honoring out in the world, getting honor for your hard work. And you may be a volunteer of some sort, and this is acknowledging your contribution to the world, or the project, or the family. But this is an honoring of some sort is coming your way. The Tower is here. This is lessons through destruction. So if something feels funky, it is. Usually, you know, when we have something we know we need to change and we don't, the Tower shows up. So there may be a relationship, a friendship, a job, parenting your kids, something that you might have ignored or didn't want to deal with. It's going to come right up in your face in front of the neighbors if you don't deal with it. It is next to the true love card, so it may be a relationship that is being released. It may have happened in a harsh way. Same with the job, but that's lessons through destruction is what the Tower is about. So please don't ignore those messages and things that you know you have to change. Otherwise, Spirit will change them for you. The culmination card is the 3, and this kind of indicates, the 3 of Wands indicates waiting a little bit, maybe going through the closets, releasing things that no longer serve you, looking at the big picture and kind of waiting, collecting information. This does indicate foreign travel sometimes, and I am feeling that you may be looking at taking, you know, that trip of a lifetime. It doesn't look like it's feasible right this second, but it does look like you are creating those plans and starting to look at, you know, whether it's airlines or Airbnbs, but it does look like you're thinking about foreign travel, and it looks like something that's been in your heart that you've wanted to do for a very long time. And now that you've freed yourself up from kind of taking care of other people's responsibilities or following other people's dreams, it's time to put your dreams, hopes, and wishes in the forefront, and it's right at the top here. So it does look like collecting information, waiting a little bit, and creating that to happen. But it does have an essence of foreign travel. To the right of it is this is the 7. This is the 7 of Wands, also indicates motion. This can be, you might be getting in the middle of somebody else's arguments, or kind of getting caught up in maybe some politics at work. But it does feel like you're a little cornered here. It does feel like there are some issues that aren't really yours, but it does feel like your opinion is needed, but it does feel like you've been kind of slapped down because your opinion differs from others. So it's created a little bit of static, a little bit of tension, but it does look like you're growing from this and that you're learning to step back when it's something that really doesn't affect you. And so take your leave of it if it's a triangulation type of thing. If you're in the middle of somebody's marriage, two co-workers, and you're in the middle of something, pull yourself out of that and take a look at it objectively. If it doesn't affect you, let it be their business, not yours, because it does feel like the triangulation gets you kind of put in a corner and it's very uncomfortable. On the other side here, this is the soulmate card. This does feel like it's a new relationship coming to you. And for those of you in committed relationships, this feels like your relationship has taken a step into a new place of understanding and commitment and love. For those of you not in a relationship, this does feel like that you are creating one. You are very close. It's right at the top of this. So it does feel like all that hard work and relationship space, and maybe releasing a relationship that didn't work for you in the past. It does look like that hard work will be paid off, that you probably will be meeting someone very soon if you haven't met them already. And for those of you in the relationships, your relationship is taking a new turn, a new level of commitment, or a new level of release, if that is what will make you happy. But it does look like there is more joy and more happiness around a relationship space. So that is your general reading for the month of May, Scorpio. I'm going to throw a couple of these past life cards. They are one-word cards. Farm. So Maybe it's time to plant some things and nurture new seeds, spirituality and religion, which you have a couple of those cards in here, and most definitely you have the Magician. So farm, get down to the basics, you know, dig in the dirt a little bit, make life a little simpler for yourself, release some of the complicated things that have nothing to do with you. And spirituality and religion, do not forget that we are angels in a body, and so are you, sweet Scorpio.